God bless everybody. Today is May 6th of 2024. This is a real quick video because I wanted to tweak just a couple minor things on the charts, and I want to get right into that. I had just presented this video yesterday, and when I went back and looked at the video, I realized that the date was right, but there needed to be some clarification on one of the paradigm of the three modern day kings charts, and then I also wanted to clarify a couple things on the parable of the fig tree chart. So this won't take long, and you'll see it immediately. So if you go to endofdayssurvival.com, come down to this PDF, click on that. That will take you to the chart we're going to look at real quick. This is going to be a real short video, guys, hopefully. Now, this is the timeline that I keep presenting. It's two charts melded together. And this one clarification has to deal with the paradigm of the three modern day kings, which is right in here. And I want to blow that up so you can see what I'm talking about. So the date that I have here is right, but there is a discrepancy, and I want to show you why there is a discrepancy. But the date is right that I had. But I need to clarify this date. So when we're looking at this file, one of the first examples as you come down here, right here, is December 24th of 23. Egypt is devastated by plagues, famine, and sword. The problem is, when you go to 12 Tevet of 24, as it's indicated in the conversion, that's not 24. And I saw that when I did the video when I was watching it, and went back and watched it. I thought, well, that doesn't make any sense, until I realized that yes, I'd already had understood that there's a 12th of Tevet, that it doesn't exist in 24. There is no 12th of Tevet in 24. So I had to look at the time that Zedekiah Reuven Rivlin was in place, because it indicates, and I'll show you that conversion in a second. Actually, let's go there now. That this was 2024, because this was the 10th year, because he'd been in place in 2014. Okay, and it was the 10th month of Tevet, which is Tevet, and the 12th day. But then when I was watching the video, it showed this date. Okay, so I would look at that and go, wow, dude, you're really wrong. I'm going, maybe I am. But what it is there is no 12th of Tevet in 24. Okay, it just doesn't exist. It either falls in December or January due to the calendar dates of the Jewish Hebrew calendars. So the reason I picked December 24th of 23 was that it would reflect the 10th year that Reuven Rivlin was in place. So he could go to July of 25, but not December of 25, if you get what I mean, in this case. So that's why I went with this date, and not this date. It fits in the gap of the 10 years between the time he's been in place from 2014 and 2024. So there is no discrepancy in the date. It is December 24th of 23, and I just wanted to clarify that. So I'm going to go through this real quick because there's a couple minor clarifications on the parable of the fig tree, and they're minor. I mean, really minor, but they matter to the fall feast, and so I want to explain what I'm talking about here. Let's go to the chart right now, and then we'll come back to here. So there is a couple adjustments I want to make on just the fall feast of the chart. It doesn't affect anything other than that. All the other dates are perfect as far as I can tell. We've gone over them I don't know how many times. When you get to the fall feast, there's three dates we have to think about. And this is why I'm adjusting them. So I originally said that the fall feast, or the Feast of Trumpets, fell on September 20th. That's not the case. It's actually the 21st and 22nd. So that's the only adjustment, that I'm moving it a day. Yom Kippur is actually only one day, which is September 30th. And then when you actually go to the Feast of Tabernacles in October, That's Sukkot. I have it on the chart originally from the 4th to the 11th, which the 11th is right. That's the end of Sukkot, or the Feast of Tabernacles, or the Feast of Booths. But it actually starts on the 5th. So, how does that affect the chart? So, simply put, how does that affect the chart? It goes from September 20th through the 22nd to the actual dates of September 21st to the 22nd of 28. That's the Feast of Trumpets, a 2-day event. The Feast of Tabernacles went from the 4th to the 4th to the 11th to the 5th to the 11th based on the actual event. It's a 7-day ceremony. And so if you take that date of October 11th and you come down and look at the 2300 days here at the bottom and you slide that over and up, the only thing that changes is this date here, which has already gone by, which is June 25th of 2022. Okay. The only thing this changes is if you go to Rapture, which is September 21st, and you take that down to 1260 days, that would adjust this where I had it originally April 9th. It's actually April 10th. Okay. The only last adjustment that I've made is I've made Yom Kippur a 1-day event instead of September 29th to 30th because that's how it is on the calendars. That's all. Okay. I just want you to be aware that I'm trying to stay within the Jewish confines of their holidays. And that didn't really change the chart, but if you come in and actually think about it, it did change the chart a little bit because the signing of the treaty actually moved up a day, so that matters. And Rapture moved up a day, so that matters. And that makes it proper because now you have this gap of time that fits in the proper Jewish holidays of the fall feast, and it makes sense. So God bless. Have a great night. I wanted to bring this to your attention. This is the chart we're going to be using. I don't see that I can tweak it a whole lot more at this point because you saw the conversions. They're right, based directly out of the Bible, applied to the Jewish calendars. The fall feasts are applied directly out of the Jewish calendars. So I can't adjust these things because they're in the Jewish calendars. Um, so I'm just letting you know that this is how it works. God bless. Have a great night. And I'm excited that we have a really complete chart, I believe, at this time. And one fast note, the ceasefire in Israel and Gaza fell apart tonight, and I believe that Israel is starting the siege on Rafah as we speak. So just be aware of that. I wanted to bring that to your attention, and I may do a video on that later. So God bless. Have a great night.